I want to do top three favorite fighters right now.
I think we're
Let's do
all with
that.
you of that one. And I
Yeah,
think this
yeah,
is tricky, because it's Charles was up there for me. It's hard to
yeah. It's
really,
hard to put him there now
yeah.
when he's not the
Like, and it's
champ.
not that we don't like him anymore. Like we do like him. It's just like
It's hard seeing him
the,
win that
the
much.
momentum, the momentum
Yeah.
is kind of like gone with him, I guess. So I think Chimaev is definitely number one for me. Number two, I just like the other ones are kind of tricky, but is your number one also Chimaev?
I'd say now that I think about it, I'd say I have a pretty clear top three.
Yeah, give me your top
I'd
three
say
first. I gotta think about
I'd say Chimaev is my favorite. I would say that I think it's Chimaev, Whitaker, and Volk. Those are
it.
my top three.
You're a big Volt guy. I'm just not. I mean,
Yeah, dude, I like Volk. Like
you're a big
I'm
Volt
just
guy.
a fan of him because the thing is, what really made me like Volk? The Holloway second fight, I didn't like how people kept saying he got robbed because I didn't think he got robbed. I didn't think he won by getting robbed. Basically, I didn't think he won the robbery. So I didn't think there was a robbery. So that kind of pissed me off. And so I was rooting for Volk to like put on really good performances since then. And as much as I like Holloway, I wanted to see him beat Holloway. So I'd say those are my three favorite: Whitaker, Chimaev, and Volk. Top three.
For me, as I really think about it, it's Chimaev. Number two, I would say is Aljo.
Damn, dude,
Number three,
Aljo.
the
Oh,
reason I
that's
like the
crazy.
reason I like Aljo,
What?
the thing I like about Aljo. Look, if you told me that I said this a year ago, I'd be like, well, like you're crazy. You know what I mean? I'd be
Yeah,
like, there's no way. But I really respected how he went from being like super hated in the span of like 12 months to like ending up beating Peter, the guy who like he had the
yeah.
controversial loss to. You know what I mean? Like how like he easily could have folded, easily could have like let that stuff get to him and never be the same. But instead he used it as motivation and became the best possible fighter he's ever been. Beat a legit guy in Peter Yan, even though it was a close fight. And he beat TJ Dillashaw. I know TJ Dillashaw had that whole thing, but I mean, what else was Aljo supposed to do? So
So let me ask you: would you root for Aljo to win against O'Malley? Because here's what I'm saying: when I say my top three, like I'd root for those guys to beat anyone
it's
that they
just so
fight.
tricky because like would I? But then if O'Malley's champ, it'd be so entertaining. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
tough.
Honestly, the Whitaker Hamzat fight, if those guys fought, like I
I
honestly,
would cheer
I'd be
for
happy if both of them won, but I'd cheer for Chimaev. Like I'd rather him win that.
I'd for sure want Shemaev to win. Like I like,
Honestly, it'd be kind of cool to see Whitaker stuff his takedowns and like piece him up.
but
So
like
I'd be happy with both of them winning. Like I just, I wouldn't care. Like
I like
I'd be
greatness.
sad if one of them lost. Let's just say that.
Thing is, I
But I
like
would be more sad if Chimaev lost because I kind of want him to be the GOAT.
yeah, exactly. Like I like greatness. I really
Yeah.
enjoy greatness, and I don't want like look. Whitaker's had a great career.
Bro.
He
Whitaker, this is a hot take. I just need to say it. Whitaker could go down as the middleweight GOAT.
okay. Well, wait. How? How do you wait before?
Because
I just don't. I
because
want
because I think he beats Adesanya in a trilogy. I think he could beat Pereira, and I think he has a chance against Hamzat. And I don't and his resume is insane so far.
like Silva's resume is ridiculous too. Like
True, but I'm just saying Whitaker, like he has he might not have the defenses, but he has the wins. Like I'm just saying, skill for skill, I think Whitaker may be the best. He could go down as the best of all time at middleweight.
okay, that I mean, I'm
I
gonna
okay. Let
look.
me ask you this: who do you think's a better fighter? Like right now, maybe not 2019. Right now, Adesanya or Whitaker?
I think Whitaker.
Who do you think's a better fighter, Whitaker or Pereira?
I mean, I think he's better than these guys.
Overall, like I think Whitaker's just
But
more
like,
well rounded.
I don't know if he's better than the Prime Silva. Like, I think Prime Silva is still better.
Prime Silva could still be better, but Whitaker, bro, like, dude, I don't know. Like, there's some about his style that I think is like the perfect style for MMA,
Because he's like
except for the submissions. That's the one thing he's lacking.
he's like thing about, but because when you see him his fights against Adesanya, like it doesn't have to do with his lack of skill, it's because of the reach. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's
for
why he
sure.
lost because Adesanya is way taller, but he's
Yeah,
got way more skill than Adesanya. You see him fight the guy.
I think he's like one of the best strikers I've ever seen, dude. Like, he's
I don't know if he's
fucking
one of the
really
best
good.
fight. I just think as an overall fighter, he's like
Yeah,
as complete as you can get.
yeah,
He's got good, really good striking.
Yeah.
Got
He
pretty
just
good
needs a
wrestling.
submission game, dude. I feel he does jujitsu a lot, but I feel like he lacks a
Yeah,
good submission game.
he
I
just
mean,
doesn't
listen, I know
need
he
it.
could submit the average guy, but still.
Doesn't need it though. I think that's a lot why he doesn't. You know what I mean? Because like you look at his fights against most of these guys, other than Adesanya, he's just way better at striking than these guys. So like, why would he go to the
Yeah.
ground? I mean,
But the thing is, he can't do nothing. I mean, Adesanya is good with his takedown defense. Let's be real, but like Whitaker could not submit him, bro. Like
I mean, yeah.
Adesanya is not that great on the ground either.
I just think Adesanya is long and stuff, so it's kind of like
It's
I don't
true,
know.
true.
But yeah, no, I mean, but Whitaker, I think he's. I mean, I think he's the most talented middleweight in the UFC right now.
So
But
who's your top three? You said for sure
so,
Chimaev, who
so
and
Chimaev,
Aljo. Who's number
Chimaev,
three?
Aljo, then Whitaker.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
Whitaker is in your top
Whitaker.
three as
Yeah,
well.
Whitaker. And he's
Yeah,
just such a likable guy. Like you can't
yeah.
say anything wrong about it. He's super entertaining. He tries to like. Oh wait, actually, honestly, maybe
Not
Dustin Poirier instead of Whitaker.
Dustin. I don't. Dustin's okay. Like I like him as a fighter. I think he's like he's a nice guy, but I don't know, man. There's something about his personality.
You think
He
he's a
just
little
seems so
fake?
boring.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's a little fake, but
He seems a little bit like it's not that he seems fake. I just feel like people overhype like his humbleness and all that. Like he's just a
oh
regular
yeah,
guy. Like he's not like the most humble dude of all time.
oh yeah, I get that.
I like Dustin. Like, Dustin's one of my favorite fighters for sure. But he's not like my favorite guy for
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
I'd probably put Dustin's in my top five, but yeah, number three, top three without a doubt. Chimaev, Aljo, and then Whitaker. I just really like that Aljo really came back from all that nonsense, not nonsense. I mean, all the hate and all everything, and then became like avenged that loss against Peter Yan, and then won against TJ Dillashaw. He's also just such a nice guy, like you see all of his interviews and stuff. Like he just seems like such a nice, genuine guy.
So
So
would you root for him over O'Malley?
that's the question though, because O'Malley as a champion would be sick.
I know, man. That's the thing. Like, but if Aljo's really your favorite, like, would you
Uh,
want him to win?
I mean, that's a tough, dude. I probably would. I think if it came down to it, I probably would. Like I
So you,
wanted
you'd
Peter
want
Yan,
you want him to submit O'Malley and
I
ruin O'Malley's chances of being a big star.
but like, dude, I wouldn't be that. That's such a weird position, because I just know that if O'Malley won, like the UFC overall would be better. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
that's a
I
tricky.
agree. I mean, that's the thing. Like, honestly, I'm not as big of a O'Malley fan as I used to be. I feel like the Jan loss kind of
Yeah,
like I kind of I don't know. I mean, like I didn't like how he got his hand raised against Jan, so that kind of ruined it a little bit for me.
I
And I
still love
prefer
him though.
Jan over O'Malley.
I'm kind
I,
of
I mean,
done
I'm
with Yan.
still
I'm done with Yan.
yeah,
I don't care. Like
really.
I'm with Jan. Like I mean, like the dude's got to change his fighting styles. Like I know he's lost. Like I know, like he arguably won
He
both.
just needs five rounders, man. I still think he could become champ.
He just needs to change how he fights, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like you got to be able to win those fights too. Like I mean, Aljo was a 5 rounder and he still
I
lost.
mean, he beat O'Malley. Like he did everything he could have done.
He just, but
He's
like,
like, I know it was close, but like he still won. I mean,
wasn't
he
clear.
won that fight.
I thought he won too, but it wasn't clear enough. Clearly, so I just think the guy needs to change his fight style, like before he does anything again. But it's a shame because if he stayed as the champion, I don't think anybody would have beaten him though. But yeah, no, I mean, and then Whitaker, I really like Whitaker. I think he's super entertaining. Um, seems like he's another great guy. Like he's just such a nice, genuine guy, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to dislike him.